She sent me one today, which is the Doduo, Life of Doduo, but I haven't watched any of them yet. And apparently they're extremely, extremely, extremely good. Let's watch. This is just a test. I'm gonna watch all of these, but first up, Goodest Boy. He's huge. Chad, have you guys seen the comparison for Clodsire? And what he's supposed to actually be? He's actually huge. This is the Gen 5 trainer, right? Alright, that was just the animation trailer, or animation test. Pokearth trailer, the first actual trailer, and then these are the actual videos. Okay, I'll watch the trailer too, why not?
In a world where untamed wilderness and extraordinary creatures collide, get ready for an adventure like no other.
Oh god. Squirtles! Wait. Would Squirtles live in the ocean? I feel like Squirtles are more of like pond, river creatures.
Experience the
Magikarp.
untold stories of the delicate balance between Pokemon and their environments.
Don't you dare, you leave them alone.
Welcome to the world.
What the are those? Nah, that's crazy. Hang on, wait a minute. Hang on. We know what's coming later. Hang on, we know what's coming later, and after seeing that, nah, that's crazy. This is the actual first one. Life of Clodsire.
A Clodsire, commonly known as the spiny fish Pokemon, it spends most of its life out of water. It can walk on land and breathe air.
The eye holes
its life is very
something
different from most fish. A fish out of water? Maybe, but they thrive here in Paldea.
What fish? The big yawn.
But what makes life on land so worthwhile? The answer lies in the mud. Cool, moist, and away from aquatic predators, the mud is the perfect place for Clodsires to raise their young. But life on land is not without its problems. It's hard work to find a mate.
Oh, no. I get it, buddy. I get it.
But before the Clodsire has a chance to woo the females, a rival male has appeared.
Nah. Why does it look like a Wailord?
Among male Clodsires, competition for females is fierce. It looks like a fight is inevitable.
I did not expect that noise.
Weighing over 500 pounds, there is devastating power behind each strike.
You can't believe I've been subbed to you. Are my first ever sub, so glad to be here.
Thanks, Chief. Appreciate it. 3 months.
No one is leaving this battle unharmed.
Are you sure? They look fine.
He holds his crown and forces the intruder back to the murky waters.
I was expecting some moves, you know, maybe a water gun. I was not expecting them to do that. All right, next, Life of a Magikarp. All right, Life of a Magikarp.
A little further west of Kanto lies a forest enclave hidden from human interference. The area is home to species not commonly found in the surrounding region. Within the Enclave, the tranquil months are a critical time for the life cycle of one particular Pokemon. Magikarp. A large number of them are gathering for the toughest challenge of their lives. Returning from their ocean migration, Magikarp prepare themselves to move upstream to evolve and lay their eggs.
Chat, who knows the actual in-lore story of Magikarp? I'll give you 15 seconds. At least what I think it is, or at least what I thought it was. Isn't it supposed to be that they like jump over some gate? They like swim upstream and then jump over some dragon gate, and that's how they evolve into Gyarados the first time. And then there's Feebas, which is just ugly as shit, and then you just feed it rocks until it becomes beautiful.
Because their eggs are so vulnerable, they can only survive in the shallow, still waters high up in the mountains.
I think, okay, maybe it's climb a waterfall to a dragon gate. There's like a special shrine gate that they jump over the gate. Wait, you saw a shiny? Wait, a shiny! You're right!
Raised water levels present the best chance to reach their spawning grounds.
Wait.
But this is going
to
be...
no, I was just about to say, wait a minute. If they're swimming upstream like salmon, is there going to be Ursaring? And there is.
The road.
Also, I'm not going to lie. This is the most disturbing looking Ursarings I've ever seen. Like, that one looks like he's wearing shoulder pads.
For a lot of Magikarp. Ursaring from across the regions gather here for this moment, lying in wait for the Magikarp to make their move. The longer the fish take on their journey, the weaker they become. While the falls may be modest in height, the predators hold the high ground.
Wait, what is that? Is that a Pidgeot?
Despite their reputation as the world's most pathetic Pokemon, Magikarp possess an incredible ability to leap up to 7 feet in the air. Although useless in conventional battles, it's the perfect skill for their journey.
Can they... The shiny! I saw him again!
Short leaps into the air to see where the bears are.
Wait, he's so small! He's small! Uh-oh. No! Okay, good.
But they don't always get it right.
No!
Despite consisting mostly of scales and bones, Magikarp are a favorite snack amongst Ursaring.
He hopped right in his mouth!
To look out for. Once airborne, Magikarp make easy prey for any birds that happen to pass by.
Oh no!
With death lurking just
no
above the surface,
way! They're getting snatched out of the sky?
Eventually, they have to take the leap, regardless of the danger.
They're getting spawn camped. Dude, they don't even have to move. They're jumping right in his mouth. Bro, literally getting delivered snacks. What if one evolves into a Gyarados while it's in its mouth? What happens?
But numbers are on their side.
Oh, bit him in the eye.
For every Magikarp caught, a handful of them make it past the bears.
Something the prime. Something the prime.
Only a lucky few will survive to evolve and spawn the next generation of Magikarp.
You can make it, little buddy. You can make it. He made it. Damn, that was pretty good. Fun fact, these Magikarp actually play an important role in Ursaring's seasonal hunting patterns. The reason you never see any Ursaring near waterfalls or mountain rivers in the year is not only because Magikarp no longer are migrating upstream, but Gyarados are actually migrating downstream to make it back to the ocean. The energy expenditure of fighting a Gyarados just isn't worth the possibility of finding other fish in the same area. So to answer my question, they would get absolutely f***ing eviscerated. Okay, fair enough. Life of a Spheal. Wait, Spheal's so cute. Spheal time.
As the world
The
turns
goat.
and the rising sun strengthens,
I think this is Ruben's
ice
favorite
that once
Pokemon.
covered the glacial waters
An Empoleon! Do you guys see the Empoleon and the Prinplup and the Piplup? You see him over here?
begins to break apart. The splintering ice becomes a fleet of rafts that are the perfect place for Walrein to raise their young. A Spheal. At just 1 week
Can't say
old,
moving
he
is
has
21
little
months.
fat. And the only protection he has from the cold is a set of double-layered fur. Due to their unique body shape, Spheal often have a hard time moving about. It's not easy getting where you want by rolling around. Mum should be around here somewhere. Like all toddlers, this Spheal knows exactly how to get his mother's attention.
Wait, that's kind of disturbing. I'm not
During
gonna lie.
the nursing period, Spheal feed from their mothers. The milk, which contains over 70%
That Walrein
fat,
does not look
will
right.
help him develop a thick layer of blubber that will improve his chances of survival against winter's deadly grip. Drinking this, Spheal will gain roughly 5 kilograms a day. In just another week, he'll look like this chubby fellow.
Aww.
These two brothers are eager to explore on their own. However, their curiosity often lands them in trouble.
Oh no. They literally bounce. Holy
Before they can get back onto the mainland, it becomes clear that this patch of ice has a mind of its own.
Wait, it's an Avalugg? Wait, I didn't know Avalugg were that big.
These siblings are still too young to
Bergmite!
swim. And this newfound isolation can prove to be
Wait, so many
very
little
dangerous.
Bergmites.
A blizzard quickly approaches. Without the protection of their mother, it won't be
Wait,
long
no.
before the storm claims its first victims.
Start slapping. Start
Whether by
slapping.
instinct or through sheer luck, the Avalugg appears to have taken a sudden detour back towards the mainland. It will be a long time before the Spheal are ready to brave the storm without their mother. However, not all wild Spheal can be as fortunate. Nearly 50% of all pups will not survive to adulthood.
Wait, that was so sad. I thought it was going to end on a happy note, but it didn't. Wait, it ended on a sad note? What the fuck, dude? Life of a Wailord. Let's go.
Wailord.
He's so big.
With a body length of over 14 meters, it is the largest creature native to our planet.
Big boy.
Its heart is the size of a Snorlax, and some of its blood vessels are so wide that a war turtle could swim down them.
Holy shit.
Wailord travel in pods, migrating across great expanses of open ocean, from their breeding grounds off the northern coast of Sinnoh to the Alolan Sea where they feed. Despite their popularity amongst sightseers, Wailord have not always enjoyed the people's admiration. In the last century, Alolan fishermen frequently drove Wailord from their feeding grounds.
I don't believe that.
That their pods would eat too many of the area's fish.
I don't believe that at all.
Some
Isn't like the whole shtick of Alola is like to live with nature?
desperate fishermen even organized large-scale hunting expeditions, which drove Wailord to near extinction.
What?
But a focused anti-hunting campaign at the turn of the century finally led to the protection of Wailord in their
Maybe that's what it
ancestral
was.
habitats. Since then, their population has been steadily recovering.
Oh, spear.
These Wailord are gathering off the coast of Akala Island to feed on a seasonal abundance
Wait, is that a Lapras and a person?
of wishy-washy, small aquatic creatures that account for up to 65% of all deep-sea fish biomass. Capable of diving to depths of up to 3,000 meters, Wailord use their massive bodies to guide schools of wishy-washy towards the water's surface.
Fuck wishy-washy. Pokemon sucks.
But the wishy-washy are not completely defenseless.
Oh,
The sheer
schooling.
scale of the fishbowl daunts most predators. And combined with their glowing eyes, they send SOS signals, which can be seen almost 40 kilometers away.
What?
Now they must wait for whatever comes.
What SOS are they gonna
Wailord
send out?
need to act quickly before the wishy-washy have a chance to organize into a more dangerous form. By performing great splashes, the synchronized movements of the wishy-washy become disrupted.
Wait, roll.
Now is their chance.
Oh, shit!
The Wailord's vast mouths trap great volumes of water.
They just ate like
gulping
300
down
wishy-washies!
wishy-washy in an instant.
That's gotta be a shit ton of XP.
This particular female has failed to eat her fill. Soon, her body will be so light that it will become less dense than the air surrounding her.
You didn't just
As
say
a
XP?
result,
What do you mean?
she will begin to float.
Wait, they don't just float away? What? What?
No one knows the exact fate of these buoyant Wailord. Once a common occurrence,
Ooh.
protected sanctuaries near Akala Island have reduced this sight dramatically.
Where is bro going? That's not how that works! What, if then you have to have Rayquaza shoot down the fucking Wailords? That doesn't make sense! The Life of a Doduo, which is the... Hello? The most recent one that just got uploaded today, 2 hours ago. Shade's been trying to get me to watch these for forever, so... Alright, let's go.
The
I swear to God, if I see the double head flying, I'm gonna lose it.
Doduo Desert, dry and barren.
Fly
Some
on.
call this place home. From
Chat, I saw a clip from... Okay, spoilers. Small spoilers if you care about anything Pokemon. It was a Pokemon clip. I don't know if it's from like the new show or the new movie or the Dragonite short. I don't know which one's from. But it was so fucking cool. They're flying through the water. And the fucking little Fuecoco's looking in the reflection of the water and sees a Flygon. He's looking at the Flygon, and then it transforms into a fucking Latias, and he's just like, what? Like, he's just fucking flabbergasted, and he's like, what the f?
Some call this place home, from
So cool.
high up in the sky to those just beneath the sand.
Ooh, a Hippowdon.
But not all find this arid place hospitable. Doduo, on their annual migration towards land with a more temperate climate. Unlike other birds, Doduo rely mainly on their strong, developed legs to run great distances, reserving their ability to fly
God, that's
for only
shiny! That's a shiny right there, shiny!
times of dire need. Despite their impressive legs,
There he is!
traveling across the
Look at
vast
him go!
desert
The shiny!
is no easy
There he is! Look at
feat.
him
A young
go!
Doduo can often wander too far
There he
too
is!
quickly, separating themselves from the flock.
What's going on? Did the other
Something in the
head die?
distance has caught his attention.
Go almost a whole year.
Perhaps
Let's
a patch
go.
of
35
greenery.
months. True.
It looks like curiosity has gotten the better of him. The other head, still resting from the long journey, is along for the ride.
He's taking a siesta.
After days of eating nothing but dry grass, any chance to change his diet is highly tempting. It's
Not
just a
the
group of
Cacnea.
Cacnea. They aren't worth the trouble. Now awake from his slumber, the other head realizes that they're no longer with the flock. Unsurprisingly, he's quite frustrated. But a lone Doduo has caught the attention of others.
Oh?
Sandile specialize in ambush tactics and eat almost anything that collapses in the desert. Still, there's not much food to scavenge in these parts. Desperate for a meal, a single Doduo would be a feast to relish. He knows there is little chance to bring down such large prey on his own. After all, a Doduo's deadly kick and exceptional speed make them a difficult target for any predator. However,
Just fly
he
away.
doesn't need to hunt alone.
Oh. He's got a
With
friend.
the element of surprise, the two of them together might stand a chance. The Doduo, so far, is unaware of any danger.
They're going to jump his ass.
By submerging themselves in sand, they have set up a very effective ambush site. But they still need to be careful. With two heads, Doduo are keenly aware of any potential threats. The Sandile duo remains still, waiting for the perfect moment to strike.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, he got him!
With a leg injured, the Doduo can no longer flee on foot. But he has one last resort.
Oh, hell no! No way! That's bullshit! That is so fucking bullshit!
Now free from the deadly encounter, he lets out a well-deserved victory cry.
Cinema. Absolute cinema. Holy fucking shits. I was not expecting. I thought that was just gonna be something in the trailer that was supposed to be funny. I didn't think they actually were gonna go through with it and make him fly. That is ridiculous. How does Doduo learn fly then? You got me. I got nothing.